Have you ever thought about what happens when a system implicitly trusts everything until told otherwise? It is a foundational question in building secure software, and the answer has profound implications for your application's safety. Default allow models pose significant security risks because they grant broad access or permission by default, requiring explicit rules to restrict actions. This approach creates a larger attack surface, making systems vulnerable to unauthorized access, data breaches, and system compromise, as it inherently assumes benign intent until proven malicious. The core mechanism behind these risks lies in the principle of implicit trust. When a system operates on a default allow basis, any new resource, user, or process gains full permissions unless a specific rule is written to deny it. This creates a dangerous race condition where a security misconfiguration or an oversight in policy updates can leave critical assets exposed for extended periods, simply because a deny rule was not yet implemented or was forgotten. Attackers can exploit this window of opportunity, leveraging any newly added or overlooked component to escalate privileges or exfiltrate data. To mitigate these dangers, developers and system administrators should rigorously apply the principle of least privilege, which dictates that every user, program, and process should have only the bare minimum privileges necessary to perform its function. Practically, this means starting with an explicit deny all policy and then carefully granting only the specific permissions required. This shift from an opt-out model to an opt-in model dramatically reduces the potential for unauthorized access by limiting what an attacker can do even if they manage to compromise a part of the system. Understanding the difference between default allow and explicit deny is key for any backend architect. For instance, in firewall configurations, a default allow rule that lets all outbound traffic pass creates a major security hole, while an explicit deny all outbound rule with specific exceptions dramatically tightens security. Similarly, in authorization systems, granting all users access to a new feature until roles are defined is far riskier than making the feature inaccessible by default until proper role-based access controls are in place. By adopting an explicit deny posture and implementing least privilege principles, you effectively shrink your application's attack surface. This proactive security mindset not only safeguards sensitive data and intellectual property, but also fosters a more robust and resilient system architecture, saving countless hours in potential incident response and recovery efforts later on.
If this helps you code smarter, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.